Another day and another trip to a beach to make some photos. Today we planned a trip to Cala Reona on the edge of the Cala National Park in Murcia, Spain. I'd been to this beach many times before, so I was eagerly looking forward to today. Every time I'd visited before, there had been loads of fish and plenty of underwater rock shells to keep us all interested. We'd had a few days of very calm weather, so I expected the water was going to be clear for some good photos. It's funny how expectations can sometimes slap you in the face. Little did I know what was awaiting me when we got there. We're here. Oh, there's some new buoys out there. Buoy, boy, I call it a boy. Buoy if you're American. What's that for? What's that all about? Oh, there's a sign saying no swimming or no something or other. Now I wonder what that says. No swimming beyond here. Swimming only beyond here. Think about swimming before you get here. Something about fishing. Something about not mucking around with the pipe. It's out there. What can it be? Usually. When we were close enough to read it, the sign said swimming was prohibited in that particular area. Luckily I thought the beach is still open, so we decided we'd come this far, we'd give it a go. Let's go over that way. To the cormorant. Oh, it's not going fast. Okay. Although we swam far outside the forbidden zone, quite quickly I noticed a shimmer in the water, indicating regions of water of different temperatures or consistencies. I also spontaneously started coughing, which continued for the remainder of the swim. I nevertheless started making photos, but it was impossible to have much control with the patches of shimmery water, as you can see from the photos from this part of the swim. The water shimmer became impossible to make photographs in. Okay perhaps for an artistic effect, albeit one that was impossible to predict or control. We quickly decided the best thing to do was swim to the windward side of the exposed pipe and try our luck there. As soon as we were upwind of the pipe, the shimmer was no longer a problem and we could make some better shots. A short time later, I was still coughing and Luca had had enough, so we decided to call it a day. Today we come down to Cala Reona, which is right here on the edge of the Cala National Park, near the beginning of La Manga, which is here in Murcia. And it's been one of my favorite places to come and take some underwater photos. But today has been a little bit of a letdown, and the primary reason for that seems to be there's this pipe that runs out that's always been there, but has always been going all the way out somewhere. I'm never quite sure where it goes to, but it's clearly been cut off. I'll put in some footage here, but it's down there right in the middle of this little cala, this little cove. And we went out snorkeling with the camera, and the water was very hazy, murky, and I'm pretty sure it's a result of some kind of pollution in the water, which is really a bit sad, a bit upsetting. I mean, there were some fish in there, more fish than I've seen for a few days, and I was expecting to see fish, but I was expecting to see more fish, and I think the fish have kind of deserted because of the fact that there's all this kind of pollution that's being deposited in there. So that's a little bit of a shame. Both me and Luca were a bit put off by all of the, this pollution situation, and so we kind of wanted to get out of the water. While I was out there, I kept thinking, God, I wonder what this water is doing to me, what is actually in this water. It almost was like raw sewage effluent. Now, I really hope that it wasn't, but it's hard to know what it was. While I was still out there, I started coughing, so not so great. There is a sign there that's saying don't swim where they've got the pipe, but literally it indicates where the pipe is, not either side of it. There's no sort of, this beach is closed or anything like that. So that did make us think it's okay to swim there, but maybe it wasn't. Just been having a few more thoughts about the photo session we just did while I walk up this path. No idea where this path is going. It's up around this hill somewhere, but anyway, yeah, what I noticed is that the water was, I don't know if I captured this on film so well, but the water was shimmering, and it's exactly the same as what I experienced when I was in Croatia not that long ago, and I commented on it then in one of my videos there, or in my video from there, and now I think I'm pretty confident in saying, God, this path, look at this path. I'm pretty confident, that's why I'm looking down, I don't want to trip over. I'm pretty confident in saying that shimmer in the water is not heat haze, or where the cold water meets the warm water or something like that, although that may well be the case. I think it's most likely that it's just simply pollution, or some sort of effluent, or I was about to say offcut, it's not an offcut, some sort of liquid mess that's just depositing its gunk in the water. The other thing I noticed that's changed since the last time I was here, which is over a year ago now, is the sand near the shore has this layer, this thin layer of sediment, dark sediment on the sand, which indicates to me that there's something mucky, something amiss right there in the water. So that's my logical conclusion. I stand to be corrected if someone knows better. Oh, I'm quite high. Have a look at this. So that's Cala Reona down there, and I'm right up here. Yep. Okay. Just about any of these stones would be good for skimming.
Get a couple of them.
So I just wanted to summarize the video that I just made, and it started off as a fairly simple narrative. I was going to Cala Reona, I was going to take some photos under the water, and that was about it really. I didn't have much more of a narrative than that in mind. And then when I got there, I found that pipe was spilling out material into the water. Who knows what it was, and it was a real disappointment. It was something that I wasn't expecting, and the story became about that. The story became about the fact that there was this effluent in the water, that it felt to me like there was less fish life than I'd seen there in previous times, and also I thought some of the fish seemed a little sick to me. There was a dead fish I saw, and a fish that was behaving a little bit strangely near the surface. I could get very close to it, and I thought, why are you here and not fishing, not swimming like a fish? I felt a little helpless today when I was there and literally swimming in it, and wondering what's it doing to me, but by extension what's it doing to the rest of the environment. Anyway, that's how I'm going to end this video. It's a bit of a sad note, but important that, you know, we reflect on this sort of thing. Hopefully see you in the next video, a little bit more upbeat next time, let's hope. Bye for now.